Welcome to Divine Direction, your guide to deepening your spiritual journey. Today we explore the transformative power of fasting in spiritual warfare. Fasting is not just about abstaining from food, it's about drawing closer to God, strengthening your spirit, and preparing for victory in the battles that come your way. When we fast, we create space for God to speak, to reveal His plans, and to guide our steps. It's like clearing away the noise and clutter of the world so we can hear His voice more clearly. Fasting enhances our spiritual clarity, allowing us to discern God's will and direction amidst the challenges of spiritual warfare. As we humble ourselves before God, denying our physical desires, our spiritual senses become heightened, and we gain a fresh perspective on the battles we face. Fasting is an exercise in self-control, a way to train our spirits to be strong and resilient. It's a reminder that we are more than conquerors through Christ, and that we have the power to resist temptations and stay focused on our spiritual goals. Every time we choose to deny ourselves, we are strengthening our spiritual muscles. This self-discipline, cultivated through fasting, spills over into other areas of our lives, helping us to stand firm against the enemy's attacks. You see, when we fast, we create space for God to speak, space to hear His wisdom. Fasting isn't just about denying our physical needs, it's about intensifying our spiritual connection with the Almighty. When we humble ourselves, He draws near. Let your prayers rise with greater fervency. Let your heart be open to His guidance, for in those moments of deep communion, you'll find the strength and direction you need to overcome any spiritual battle. Think of fasting as a spiritual cleanse. Just as we cleanse our bodies, we must also purify our souls. Fasting helps us remove the impurities, the things that hinder our relationship with God. It's a process of letting go, of surrendering to His divine power. As we purify ourselves, we become more receptive to His grace, His love, and His strength. We become vessels of His light, ready to shine in the darkest of times. Fasting is not just about abstaining from food, it's about gaining spiritual strength and clarity. It helps us to focus on our spiritual goals and align our actions with our beliefs. Through fasting, we become more aware of our weaknesses and learn to overcome them with the help of divine guidance. It empowers us to resist temptations and stay committed to our spiritual path. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more spiritual guidance. Now, fasting isn't always easy. It requires discipline, perseverance. But let me tell you, those trials, those moments of discomfort, they refine your faith. They build an unshakable reliance on God's power. You see, when you choose to fast, you're making a statement. You're saying, God, I trust you. I trust that you will sustain me, strengthen me, guide me, and He will. He always does. He'll meet you in your weakness and make you strong. Fasting heightens our awareness and helps us see things from a higher perspective. It cultivates humility and reinforces our sense of purpose, bringing us closer to the divine. Friends, when we fast, we're not just abstaining from food, we're tuning our spirits to a higher frequency. It's like turning up the volume on God's voice in our lives. As we quiet the noise of our physical desires, we become more sensitive to the subtle whispers of the Holy Spirit, guiding us, revealing the enemy's tactics. We start to see things with a new clarity, a spiritual awareness that empowers us to navigate the challenges of spiritual warfare. Remember, the enemy operates in the shadows, trying to deceive and distract us. But fasting, it shines a light, exposing those hidden snares. It's like getting a spiritual night vision, allowing us to see through the darkness and make wise decisions, discerning the path God has for us. So, embrace fasting, friends, and unlock this heightened awareness, this spiritual edge that God desires to give you. Let His light illuminate your path, guiding you every step of the way. We all face temptations, friends, those little whispers that try to pull us off course, to compromise our faith. But through fasting, we find a powerful weapon against those temptations. As we discipline our bodies, we strengthen our spirits. It's like building a spiritual muscle, making us more resilient, less susceptible to the enemy's lures. Think of it this way: when we fast, we're saying no to our fleshly desires and yes to God's will. We're taking a stand, declaring that we're in control, not our appetites, not the enemy's schemes. This act of defiance builds a spiritual fortitude within us, a resilience against temptation, a strength that carries over into every area of our lives. Life can get so busy, so full of distractions that we lose sight of what truly matters. But fasting, my friends, it acts like a spiritual reset button. It helps us to clear away the clutter, to silence the noise, and to focus on the things of God. It's about prioritizing our relationship with Him, placing Him at the center of our lives. When we fast, we're making a conscious decision to set aside the temporal and embrace the eternal. We're saying, God, I want to hear your voice more clearly. I want to understand your will for my life. And as we do, our focus sharpens. We become more attuned to His purpose, more committed to our spiritual mission, more vigilant in the face of spiritual warfare. Friends, fasting isn't just about denying our physical needs. It's about humbling ourselves before God. It's about recognizing that we're not in control, He is. When we fast, we're saying, God, I surrender to your will. I need your strength. This humility prepares our hearts to receive His blessings and empowers us in our spiritual walk. Remember, God gives grace to the humble. Fasting is like a spiritual reset button, friends. It helps us refocus on what truly matters, our relationship with God and our divine purpose. When we fast, we're reminded that we're not here just to exist, but to live a life of purpose, a life that honors Him. It's about aligning our actions with His will, and that includes serving others and sharing His love. Thank you for joining us at Divine Direction. Remember to subscribe, like, comment, and share to help grow our community. Together, let's walk the path of spiritual growth and divine direction. May God bless you abundantly, and may your journey be filled with His love and guidance.